The first one we're going to talk about is one of my favorites. It's actually a readout blitz that has more of the more moving parts than the rest of the patterns. We call these our ram lions, okay, and then we take that and we mix in animal calls for signals to really allow us to make them one-word calls, get them out fast, because they could also be used for tempo calls, especially when the offenses want to just stick to some simple inside zone, some simple drop back pass protections. Okay, the reason why I got started on this one first is when you're in the odd world. Number one thing, especially versus pass, I don't think I have an example on here. When they're pass protecting versus true odd, okay, most offenses usually will make some type of box or a short call where they are reading this nose right here and to see which way he is going. And then they know that when he works away, more than likely the pressure's coming opposite the nose. That's always a big tell in the odd world. Well, here in our odd, when we teach a smash technique, that means they're a two-gap style type of technique. Normally, he will automatically try to shade away from a back in our odd, okay? Some guys like to lag them. We can lag. I try to keep the fit the same as like we're setting the shade away from the back because we tell our linebackers, hey, that ball will cut back. Expect the ball to get cut back in the inside zone with the shade away from back. So that's how in the odd world, when they're in a zero post snap, they're going to try to get a shade away from back, try to make the ball cut back like a normal 4-down world. On pass, he'll smash this center, and then he'll start working slow away because we're trying to delay when they're boxing it or shorting it of where is the pressure coming from, okay? And then he'll start working slow out, all right? The inside backer on the side of the call, so if we're coming from the right, which will be a ram call here, so this right OB knows he's going to be a wide track blitz, okay? He will be reading this A gap. If this A gap goes dark, he'll read out and fall to the tight C, okay? If this guy goes out, A gap's open, okay, we will take the open A. We will blitz it tight now off the center. All right. This guy is what we call a short stick. What we mean by a short stick is if the four-eye gets the face of the guard, for example, he comes right here, he will stick in the B. Okay. If the guard goes down, he'll come off his butt like a low track type blitz, like a normal NCAA, and he'll take dive or be a spill blitzer off the heels of the guard. Okay. So that's what we call a short stick, not a normal stick. Because on a normal stick, no matter what, he'll obviously keep it, not obviously, but he'll keep it skinny and tight off the guard on a normal stick. On a short stick, that means, hey, you're taking a shorter step. Try to line up a little bit wider in the four. Okay. Tease that guy a little bit. Plus, it gives you a little bit more space on your short stick to read that guard when he comes to you or away from you. The wide track, it was just teach you like the normal Ringo Luckies we do or our normal NCAA patterns. Okay. We talked about it a little bit before, though, and we know there's somebody else coming inside of us with a tight C blitzer. I try to get this guy a little bit higher and wider compared to a normal 1-5-man edge pressure or something like that, like a normal one-backer dog, nickel dog. Okay, I get those guys to squeeze and surf tighter to the C, read more heels of the tackle, show flat down line. But when we know there's going to be another tight C blitzer coming inside of us, these guys can get a little bit wider and a little bit higher. Okay, the back going back to this blitzer right here, I want to go to this bottom screen right here, this 4 square. Any type of pull, this guy has the ability to read out and flow over the top. And we got a couple good examples, especially in practice, for you to see. And he will fold right over the heel of the D-line. I try to tell any guy when we're folding or reading out, going in our blitzes, trying to fold over top, always try to fold on the heel of the D-line, replace the heels of the D-line because the line of scrimmage will move a little bit. Backside on the OB away from the call, when you're smashing first, then working out. Okay. You're two gap in here, so it leaves you still susceptible to the stretch world. Okay. Everyone loves run stretch versus odd. If he gets a down, he'll still squeeze on this backside here. He'll still play it like normal in a normal inside zone world. He'll still just be a normal true full ride, close that B gap almost all the way down to A gap on any type of down block. The first one we always install is a Fox, which is coming from the field. Okay, so you see our short stickers, our inside backer still going, outside backer, wide track. Really like it more with the back to him than away from him because I want to be on the downside of the zones to read out to the tight C, which would be a good example right here. So we will call this thing to the back with just a different animal call. I really do like it more specifically to the back instead of away from the back, just based off what you get that week.